It's a returning champion, Elgintensity, aka Trapidile Dundee. Lilly Singh, a YouTuber best known for making videos for kids, recently delivered one of the worst roasts in history. Last year, she got her own talk show that, in a stroke of genius, airs way past her fans' bedtimes. Normally, a YouTuber getting a job is a nightmare, but the only ones falling asleep and feeling anxious are the audience members who sat through her roast.
Man, thanks, Tiffany. Get over Tiffany. She's doing a great job, isn't she? Yes. Man, I love Tiffany. I love you, Tiffany. Yeah, she's like family, you know. I'm Indian, so she's wearing my cousin's hair right now.
She said, wearing Tiffany's cousin's braids.
I was a huge basketball fan growing up because, you know, as a Canadian, my other choice was hockey. And if I wanted to watch white people skate, I'd go to any courtroom in America.
Oh yeah, Roger Stone and the creepy porn lawyer sure skated, right up to the penalty box. In true Lilly Singh fashion, she brought up her ethnicity just 10 seconds into her routine, and white man bad 10 seconds after that. That's a record even for her. It's like the NPC is trying to speed run past us.
But I get it, okay? Most of the people up here haven't heard of me. I'm only famous on some small thing called the internet.
That is not how you do air quotes. But I'm not surprised that someone who's already been accused of lifting jokes doesn't know how to quote properly.
You know, but y'all are like famous. Like Charles, you were so convincing as Uncle Fester in the Addams Family.
Not even close. If I wanted someone to throw a punch at Charles Barkley and miss completely, I'd tell Shaq to foul him.
And Ernie Johnson, you were great as the scary ventriloquist dummy in Toy Story 4.
Better, but not very self-aware. She's Canadian, but frequently says y'all. She can't call someone else a ventriloquist dummy when she doesn't even have a voice of her own.
No, and Shaq, as far as I know, Shaq's never done any acting.
If Superwoman is an acting credit, then the Man of Steel is one as well. The difference is that Shaq has real-life powers on the court, while Singh only has make-believe powers on Twitter.
D-Wade is a good friend of mine. Give it up for him. He really is. Give it up for D-Wade, man. Come on. Dwayne and Gabrielle Union have a wonderful marriage. He's like the Ken to her Barbie. And by that, I mean that she's the only one working.
And another Wade gets emasculated. Regardless, Dwayne has been working on his documentary, and Ken has had more jobs than Johnny Sins, so the lazy husband stereotype doesn't reflect reality. Maybe the shit she spews will land if she pretends that the folks on stage are a stretch of road.
Plus, he's totally smooth down there.
Like your brain?
Mm-hmm. Gary Payton is here. Give it up for Gary, y'all. Gary, give it up. I mean, y'all, he's done well. You know, considering he grew up on the mean streets of 70s Oakland as a black kid named Gary. Gary! Gary!
It's not shocking that he has such a common name, but it is shocking that Gary Payton is one of the only people on this planet who's more defensive than she is.
I mean, who could forget Jeff Ross, y'all? Besides American television audiences.
Let's send her that clip when her show gets canceled.
I just came out as bisexual last year, and already I've pleasured more women than Jeff Ross.
Nice, the I get more pussy than you insult. Her comedy writers take jokes from Xbox Live.
I Googled it, fam. Hey, Jay Farrell's a Jay. Check this out. He's an actor, impressionist, and singer. He's a triple threat to his family's future.
If only she Googled his fam, because he's single, he doesn't have any kids, and his relatives have their own jobs. What family is he threatening? But the fact that her jokes don't make any sense doesn't matter. The only reason you don't think she's funny is because she's a gay brown woman.
And now on to the main event. Huge Kenny Smith fan. Wait, which one of y'all is Kenny Smith again?
Playing dumb can work as a joke, but she already identified Shaq, Charles, and Ernie, so she'd be mistaking them for Kenny less than 2 minutes later. Her brain's smooth, but it's not that smooth.
Kenny is known as Kenny the Jet. Though he should be called Kenny the Jet Blue since he's always been a discount option.
Discount Aziz Ansari is dying up there.
There's Ernie, Ernie, I won 2 Teen Choice Awards. And he was voted most likely to never have actually been a teen.
She was voted most likely to get her own late night show without actually being a comedian, so what's wrong with skipping phases?
I'm be real. I've always had a bit of a crush on Shaq. Oh, no, sorry, I said that wrong. I've always lived in fear of being crushed by Shaq. I mean, every chair Shaq sits in becomes a beanbag chair.
She's friends with Tess Holliday, who turns beanbag chairs into yoga mats, so she's having nightmares about the wrong person crushing her.
My parents are immigrants from India.
We know.
And they wanted me to pass this message to Shaq. Learn to speak English or go back to where you came from.
That is not how her mom talks. She keeps reminding people that she's Indian, but forgot how to sound like one. Here's my advice to Lilly Singh. If you can't tell funny jokes for people over the age of 10, and instead incessantly mention how brown and gay you are like those are accomplishments, then get off the stage. She claims to be colorblind, but talks nonstop about color. She wants to be relatable, but alienates dudes and whites by pretending like they're out to get her. She lives in an echo chamber, so nobody told her that she can't worship her cow and eat it too. She claims that having her own show makes her a threat, but she's more like a car alarm, loud and obnoxious but easy to ignore. If we're lucky, her show won't be renewed, and her superpower in 2020 will be invisibility.
0.
Like the video and subscribe to the channel, now.